Welcome to Motherhood from the Brain, a podcast guiding moms of preteen girls on how to navigate emotional challenges that are not addressed in school. We share real stories, expert advice, and brain-based methods for handling tough moments. Discover insights to create a deeper connection with your preteen and improve your motherhood journey. Let's tackle the uncharted territory of parenting together. Hosted by professional certified coach, Esther Mbabazi.
Hi, welcome back to the Motherhood and the Brain podcast, episode number 28. My name is Esther Mbabazi, and today we are diving into a powerful story inspired by the recently concluded Paris 2024 Olympic Games that holds profound lessons for us moms who are striving to building or improving better relationships with our preteens. Before I begin, I just want to state a small disclaimer. I am not a psychologist or a psychiatrist or any other licensed mental health worker. On this podcast, Motherhood and the Brain, I just share what is working for me in my life, what is helping me improve my mental, physical, and emotional well-being, or what has helped me improve my mental, physical, and emotional well-being, in the hope that at least one mom out there picks something out from what I have to say, one thing that will help them improve their relationship with their preteen. So let's begin. I was recently watching the Olympic Games, the recently concluded Olympic Games, and I'm most interested in track and field. So I was watching track and field. And in one set of games, or one subtype of games, 3 athletes were sent off the field right before their race was supposed to start because they quote unquote false started. If you don't know what false started means, is when athletes are on the line, like when they come out on the field and they are allocated their numbers and they they tell them get set and they are on their knees and getting prepared, and then one of them will, I don't know, maybe out of panic or anxiety or I don't know, like something triggers them and they start running before the cue, before the starter's gun goes off or the starter's pistol goes off. So they start running, which leads to other athletes following them. And they go back, the officials go back and review the footage to see who started that chain of events, and that person is sent off the pitch immediately. So this is what happened on the day that I watched this event. 3 of them were sent off in different categories of track and field. You could cut the disappointment and anguish they felt with a knife. These are men and women who work hard almost every single day. They go through fear, deprivation, confusion, doubt, overwhelm, preparing for their moment on the Olympic field, only to be escorted off right before the moment they have been training so hard for. Imagine the scene. They are standing there, the world is watching, and then in an instant, it's all taken away. The heartbreak is palpable. All the hard work they have put in over the last 4 years goes down the drain. That I could not help but feel sad for them. But at the same time, these men and women have courageously shown up. They have taken chances. They have faced their fears. They have risked rejection and ridicule to be on that Olympic field. So I think at the end of the day, they are proud of themselves for stepping up in the face of doubt and fear, in the face of the world. But here is something more profound. At the end of the day, they are not left wondering how things could have gone if they had taken a chance and participated in the Olympic Games, if they had taken a chance and trained for Olympic Games. They know they gave it all they could. They left no stone unturned. So why am I telling you this story? It's because it parallels something many moms face daily. You may decide to learn how to significantly reduce yelling at your preteen because you want to have a good relationship with your preteen. This is your Olympic moment. You make a commitment to stop yelling. This commitment requires courage to move ahead. You go ahead, you learn this new skill. You practice, and finally, you stop the yelling habit. To be honest, you can do all you can, the best way you know how, with the resources that you have, but at the end of the day, you cannot guarantee having a good relationship with your child. But you will at least be proud of yourself for doing the work, for learning how to manage your reactions, for learning how to support yourself and becoming a better version of you. Just like the Olympic athletes who showed up and gave their all, even in the face of unimaginable disappointment, your courage and commitment to change will transform you. Imagine this. You wake up every day, not driven by fear of failure, but by the hope of transformation, by the hope of change. You no longer see your preteen as a challenge, but as an opportunity for both of you to grow. Imagine the pride you will feel when you realize that you've become the mom who not only stops yelling, but also understands and supports their child in a better way. Isn't this a story worth living? You may not control the outcome, but you can control your effort. You can control your learning and your transformation. Just like the Olympic athletes, your journey is about more than the finish line. It's about showing up, taking chances, facing fear and doubt head on. Embrace the challenge, practice bouncing back from challenges, and remember that your effort is never in vain. The change you seek in your relationship with your child starts with the change within yourself. Just like the athletes, at the end of the day, you won't be left wondering how things could have gone if you had tried. You will know that you gave it all you could. You left no stone unturned. You will have the satisfaction of knowing that you did your part, and that alone is a huge achievement. So, will you be the mom who stands at the starting line with courage and commitment? You get to choose. Just like the Olympic athletes who faced fear and doubt and gave everything they had, you too can start this journey of change. Your commitment to learning the skill of yelling less is not just about achieving a specific outcome, it's about the growth that you experience along the way. I like to imagine, that is why I keep saying imagine this. So imagine this. You are sitting with your child, you are bonding, you are connecting, you understand each other on a deeper level. You have created this safe space where your preteen feels heard and valued. This is the change you have worked for. And even if the road is challenging, the pride you will feel in knowing you gave it all will be incomparable. So, I want to invite you today to take a first step. Start your journey with the same determination and courage as those Olympic athletes. Face your doubt, embrace your challenges, and commit to the process of learning to yell less. Because at the end of the day, it's not about where we are going. It's about who we become on the way to where we are going. So, will you take this opportunity to change your relationship with your child and become the mother that you want to be? Take a moment to consider some actionable steps that you can start implementing today. Self-reflection. Take a few minutes each day to reflect on your interaction with your preteen. Note down moments where you felt triggered to yell and think about what you could do differently next time. Invest some time in learning ways to manage your own reactions. There are plenty of resources, including books, online courses, workshops, and most of all, this is what I do. I help moms of preteens learn to yell less. Remember that change takes time. Be patient with yourself and your child. If you have been yelling at your child for the last 8 to 10 years, you will not stop yelling tomorrow. Let's just be honest. You will not stop yelling tomorrow or the other day or next week. But celebrate small victories and progress along the way. Remind yourself daily of why you started this journey and keep your long-term vision in mind and stay committed to the process, even when you feel like giving up. Because just like learning how to drive a car, you have to keep going, you have to keep practicing. When you were learning how to drive, I don't think you just practiced one day and when things got harder, you gave up. And then all of a sudden you became a good driver. You practice, you look back on the moments that were tough and see what you learned from them and then keep going. That is how we build any new skill. So I invite you to go. If you would like me to help you stop yelling at your preteen or at least reduce yelling at your preteen, I invite you to go and register on www.masteryourownwellbeing.com/join. masteryourownwellbeing.com/join. Sign up there and I will get back to you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for listening to this episode. I hope the story of the Olympic athletes and their resilience has inspired you to take the first step toward transforming and changing your relationship with your preteen. Remember, the journey is as important or maybe more important than the destination. Talk to you again next week. Bye, everyone.
Thank you for tuning in to today's episode. Your time means the world to us. If you found this episode valuable, we would be immensely grateful if you could spare a moment to visit Apple Podcasts and share your thoughts through a review. Your feedback plays a vital role in helping fellow moms discover our podcast and enrich their own motherhood experiences. Take care and bye for now.